Fallout 76 just got some new reveals at Bethesda's first ever Fallout Day broadcast, where they showed off a ton of exciting new features and updates coming to the game in the near future. This all happened on October 23rd, and this is a significant day in the Fallout universe as it marks the anniversary of the bomb's drop day in 2077 when nuclear devastation forever altered the world. While of course fans eagerly anticipated news about Fallout 5 or even a Fallout 3 remaster, the broadcast focused on updates to Fallout 76, offering players fresh content and new ways to experience the post-apocalyptic wasteland in Appalachia. The broadcast showed off a range of new features coming to Fallout 76, including the addition of camp pets, a challenging new endgame raid, more info on Ghoul transformations, and they also teased the introduction of fishing. Bethesda also shared news about the game's growing player base, revealing that Fallout 76 has now hit a new player milestone, and this milestone follows the success of the Fallout TV series on Prime Video, which has revitalized interest in the Fallout franchise. But before we get into it, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest Fallout news. October 23rd, known as Fallout Day, holds deep lore significant, like I mentioned before, within the Fallout universe as the day the Great War ended with nuclear annihilation. And to commemorate this event, Bethesda Game Studios held a special broadcast focusing on the current state of the Fallout franchise and what the future may hold for it. One of the standout moments of this event was the announcement that Fallout 76 has reached over 20 million players, a significant milestone for the MMO, which has continued to grow and evolve since its original launch back in 2018. Bethesda has further credited this surge in popularity for the Fallout 76 game and the Fallout franchise as a whole to the success of the Fallout TV series on Prime Video, which has brought both new and returning players into the game. The Fallout TV series also received a new viewer milestone recently when it was announced that the Prime Video TV adaptation has been watched by over 100 million people at this point, which is staggering to even think about. In celebration of these fresh achievements, Bethesda Game Studios also announced a free play week for Fallout 76, allowing players to experience the game at no cost until October 29th, so get on that, that's ending soon. This event is part of a broader strategy to engage new audiences while also rewarding the existing player base for their loyalty. One of the things that they talked about during the event was the addition of camp pets in Fallout 76, which will be introduced in a later update in 2024. Players will now be able to bring new companions into their camps, starting with a cat and a dog. It will be interesting to see how they expand this further into the future. And these pets won't just sit idly by. Players can interact with them, pet them, dress them in outfits, and place themed furniture in their camps, such as scratching posts for cats or bone-filled dirt piles for dogs. This level of interaction obviously adds a new layer of personalization to player camps, making them feel more alive and home-like for the players. I would imagine they would take up camp slots as well, like the current companions in your camp do. Bethesda Game Studios also hinted that the possibility of adding more pets down the line is possible, including some that may not be as traditionally, as they say it, furry as cats and dogs. This has sparked speculation among players, with many wondering what kind of creatures from the Fallout universe might be turned into pets. Please, just let me have a pet Deathclaw. In addition to these pets being added to the game, Bethesda Game Studios is also introducing player titles for the first time, which will allow players to further customize their in-game identity. Starting in December of 2024, players will be able to earn these new titles through in-game achievements, which will then appear as a prefix and a suffix to their in-game names. This new feature adds another layer of customization and progression to the game, giving players a sense of accomplishment as they unlock unique titles through their gameplay. These titles will be visible to other players, allowing individuals to showcase their in-game accomplishments. I expect past achievements in the game will unlock the player titles you already should have when the feature is released. Whether you're planning to be a master builder, a fearsome raider, or a dedicated explorer, you'll be able to create a title that reflects your playstyle and achievements in Fallout 76. For those players out there who have reached the in-game content in Fallout 76, Bethesda has something special in store, the Gleaming Depths raid. Set to release later in 2024, this MMO-style raid is designed to test even the most seasoned players in Fallout 76. To take on this challenge, players will need to be around level 300 or higher and form a well-organized team of up to 4 players. Of course, I've already seen some people on the public test server try and complete this solo, and for the most average player out there like myself, that will not be possible. And cooperation and strategic planning will be very key to surviving the dangers that lie within the Gleaming Depths. Hopefully they continue to add more content like this in the future. It's great to see more in-game content for seasoned players to try out. This raid is pretty cool. It's set in an abandoned Enclave research lab and features a new final boss, the Ultrasight Terror, a massive irradiated snake that possesses a significant threat to any who dare to challenge it. Players who manage to complete the raid will be rewarded with the highest tier loot in Fallout 76, including the all-new 4-star legendary weapons and armor, which offer unique benefits and will become the most sought-after gear in Fallout 76. Perhaps some of the most exciting details of this Fallout Day broadcast was the new details that we got on Ghoulification, a new gameplay feature set to arrive in Fallout 76 in early 2025. For the first time in Fallout 76, players will now be able to transform their characters into ghouls. This transformation isn't just cosmetic either, because becoming a ghoul will fundamentally change how players experience the game. After reaching level 50 and completing the new Ghoulification questline in Fallout 76, players will become immune to radiation, turning what was once a huge dangerous hazard in the Fallout universe into a healing source. As a ghoul character, radiation will now heal you instead of harming you at this point, allowing for new and unique builds that take full advantage of the Wasteland's many radioactive hazards. Ghoul players in Fallout 76 will now also unlock exclusive perks that further push this new playstyle, such as Battle Genes, which regenerates health during combat. Bethesda Game Studios also teased that Ghoulification will open up a variety of new playstyles for players, offering you the chance to experiment with entirely different approaches to combat and exploration in Fallout 76. Ghouls in the game will also have a new gameplay mechanic called the Feral Meter, which replaces the traditional hunger and thirst meters. As players engage in certain actions, their feral meter will begin to fill up. Going feral can grant temporary benefits such as increasing physical strength and hand-to-hand combat abilities, turning players into powerful berserkers capable of taking on even the most dangerous enemies. However, staying feral too long may come with its own set of challenges. Becoming a ghoul in Fallout 76 will have far-reaching consequences within the game world. Bethesda has confirmed that the game's factions will react differently to ghoul players, with groups like the Brotherhood of Steel obviously being themselves, showing hostility towards ghouls. But this dynamic in Fallout 76 opens up new narrative possibilities as players must navigate the challenges of being a ghoul in a world that doesn't always welcome them. For players out there who still want to interact with these factions that typically shun ghouls, Bethesda teased that there may be ways to disguise yourself or otherwise trick factions into accepting you. However, if you find that life as a ghoul isn't for you, the option to revert back to the human form will always be available, but I imagine being a ghoul could become the meta in Fallout 76. The Fallout Day broadcast concluded with a tease of another new feature coming to the game, which is fishing. While they didn't show off much here, Bethesda confirmed that fishing will be coming to Fallout 76 in a future update. Don't get me wrong, fishing does sound like a cool activity to do in Fallout 76, and I don't mind the cool fishing feature in every game, but it does seem kind of strange that this is what they chose to end the broadcast with. But fishing does promise to add a more relaxed, immersive activity to the Wasteland, giving players a break from the constant combat and exploration. The Fallout Day broadcast ended with a message from Bethesda Game Studios development chief Todd Howard, who thanked the fans for ongoing support of the Fallout franchise.
Thanks to all of you for joining us here at Bethesda for our very first Fallout Day broadcast. You know, when we think about Fallout, for me it goes back to playing that original game and just falling in love with it. It is such a blessing for us here at Bethesda. It's now our 20th year working on the franchise, and there have been so many people that have created in it over the years, and you can ask any of them, whether they worked on the games or now the television show, everyone will tell you there's nothing like working on Fallout. It's just an incredible universe, and obviously an incredible universe to play in. We're looking forward to more, so thank you for joining us.
After 20 years of working on Fallout, Howard expressed excitement for the future, hinting at more Fallout projects to come. I was really hoping for some major announcement when I saw him appear on screen, but obviously that didn't happen. While of course they didn't even say anything like this was set to happen, and no new information about Fallout 5 or even a Fallout 3 Remastered was shared at this event, Howard reassured fans that Bethesda is committed to the franchise and looking forward to expanding its universe in new and exciting ways in the future. The first ever Fallout Day broadcast was a celebration of the Fallout franchise's rich history and an exciting glimpse into the future of Fallout 76. And honestly, it will be pretty cool seeing these Fallout Day broadcasts yearly. With features like camp pets, ghoul gameplay, a new endgame raid, and the introduction of fishing, Bethesda continues to innovate and expand the game's offerings, ensuring that Fallout 76 remains a vibrant and engaging experience for its growing player base. As the game enters its 6th year, the future looks bright for the Wasteland and Fallout 76. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest Fallout news. And if you're looking for something else to watch, click one of the videos you're seeing on screen right now. I will see you there.